Wednesday, 25 December 2024 is when I'm filming this. I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm Tanis Coralee, she, her, hers of Graceland. And this is going to be on have I achieved balance between my UH-Mānoa Ohana and my family as of 25 December 2024. So for filming this video, I'm going to eat more food. I stole the brie cheese. We had some family members over for dinner and exchanging of gifts. And I was on good enough terms with my mom, my dad, Kona Dog, the critters of the backyard, my grandma, and my aunt to exchange both ways, direction, presence, in person today, before I film this video. In person, exchanging of gifts. So that factors into this because yesterday I got from my alma mater, the University of Hawai at Manoa, newsletter. And I think sometimes, at least sometimes they put PDFs of this online. I'm not going to hold up the other side because it has my address on it, you know. But the Hawaiian term for family is Ohana. And Ohana can be blood family, however, it can be a kind of family that a person has gained along the way. And for me, it's not arbitrary, right? In the University of Hawai at Manoa is my alma mater, and I was an undergrad, which means to graduate from there, I had to take a class in Hawaiian studies. So, yes, and Ohana was kind of a theme of when I worked in student housing. I worked in student housing 2012 to 2014. And so that was one of the kind of like concepts that underlying what we did in student housing. I was a resident assistant. And so this is the balance on that. I'm gonna eat some of the brie cheese I took. I got a Lindt Lindor milk chocolate truffle from calling correctly for my grandma Connie. And then my parents bought a big bag of Ghirardelli chocolate squares that I've been munching on. And so I'm gonna do a dark chocolate mint luscious filling Ghirardelli square. In addition to, I'm gonna do, so this is all the brie cheese. There's a lot here. So I might take this little piece over here. Although this looks like that cheese that I didn't really like that much. So maybe it was heated. Maybe it's that one. I don't know. Here we go. Okay, so brie cheese. And a discussion point of, it was a good Christmas. I got good gifts. I was happy with the gifts I gave. And I got good feedback from the gifts I gave. But family is more than that. And me getting this newsletter from my alma mater is a reminder that I do have Ohana outside of my blood family. I did not change my address on record. Somebody in the department did that. For which I am grateful. If you're viewing this and you did that, thank you. And I'd say for the University of Hawai at Manoa, there's the research community, the instructional community, the people I worked with in student housing, the residents I was a resident advisor to, my classmates, and the people who worked in different departments that I utilized. So just general employees, the staff I interacted with, you know, in the department if I needed to fill out forms. So it's a big Ohana in that sense of the people who made it possible for me to graduate. Well, I can say that it was me, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of logistics that go into that. There's a big support group. All right, there's us not trying to kill each other. Even though we were programming, you know, write these computer codes to fight each other back in when was that, 2013, over a decade ago now. I would say a unique thing, so here's the Lindt Lindor milk chocolate truffle. A unique thing about both of my alma maters, Shoreline Community College was my first degree in associate's degree, and then the University of Hawai at Manoa was my Bachelor of Science degree. Is even without multiple years of in-person interaction, I remember them all and view them all fondly. It'd be really fun to go back. And I have gone back, actually, to the University of Hawai at Mānoa after I've graduated a few times. A couple times. Yeah, I think on the blood family, because it used the Hawaiian concept instead of like the more Western culture biological. I go with the native peoples, native Hawaiians, and that one of kind of a blood family. It's a blood family, so it's the family we're not choose. It kind of like gets pieced together by different people in the family. I think there can be tensions that fly. I think I do not have, perhaps, for better or for worse, an overall fondness for like every single blood or married in family member from a family as I do my Ohana, the University of Hawai at Mānoa Ohana. And this is the Ghirardelli dark chocolate mint square. So that is something where my Ohana is a little higher, perhaps, than my family, but they don't have the same rule, at least currently in my life. When I was attending the University of Hawaii at Mānoa, I saw my blood family maybe about 7 days a year out of 365 or 366. So, when I there's a interesting reliance there on my Ohana, especially at the time of, they were kind of everything. Until I hit my head and reminded, and my dad flew out to help me, get me to the emergency room and stuff like that. That was when I got my long-term memory loss, my amnesia. So, and then there were people like us, right? So I did classes in my department, but then there was outside the department as well. So at the time it was the Department of Geology and Geophysics, so it changed names. Yeah, so no, but yes, but they're on the have I achieved balance? Yes and no, but in different ways. I think I'm so grateful for my Ohana, truly. About the time I graduated, flared up with my blood family, and I know it was one of the few times in my life where I could be like, I have found family outside of my family. So it was a huge growth time for me. I think going to graduate school, and it would be blessed if I found an alma mater as good as what I already have. To be honest, I think doing something like that would give me the opportunity to see if my blood family can actually overtake my Ohana. That might be an interesting dynamic. I don't know. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know if my blood family has had that kind of opportunity. I think I chose a topic a bit different for like science and mathematics than my family's background, so there was kind of perhaps a limit on the support they could provide because they didn't know how it worked. So it would require me to try and communicate better what I do and stuff like that to truly, I think, achieve balance if I went back into physics and or mathematics and with my blood family. It would require an escalation of commitment in terms of like my YouTube videos, actually, but then also doing that in person. Can I break it down? If I can't break it down and my parents don't understand, how many YouTube videos does it take me to be able to discuss it in person and have them understand what I'm saying? Right. There's a bit of that in what I do on this channel. But yeah, so there we go. Yes and no is the have I achieved balance, and everything was great. was great. So happy holidays to you whenever you may be doing this, and whatever holiday it may be.